everyone! Welcome back to Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I am once again here with my brother, Hei Yu. Say hi.
Hi, this time we're chronicling a massive government cover-up.
Yeah, we had to leave off on a cliffhanger last time because we ran out of time. But now we're back and we're gonna continue and see what happens. Let's see. Yes. So let's see.
Great, I'm starting off like this already. Very well then, Inspector Hosonaga, but you will elaborate on one point for the court.
Of course, Your Excellency.
We have just heard new information from the two witnesses beside you. That at the time of the shooting, there was in fact another person present at the victim's table. ... If that is indeed true, clearly you would have also been aware of this person's presence, having served at the table in question.
Yeah.
However, your testimony did not allude to this other diner. Therefore, I am led to assume that in your professional capacity as a police officer, you required these witnesses to be in agreement.
It's pretty sus.
Would that be correct?
Why is he coughing up blood all the time? I need answers. Correct, Your Excellency. Unbelievable!
Yeah, that's lying to the court. I'm pretty sure even in this time period and in this country, that's a crime.
Yeah?
Perjury. As I suspected.
Wipe. Bang! Are we having a flashback? As soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran out of the kitchen to see what had happened. The victim sat slumped in his chair, and beside him, gun in hand, stood the accused student. Sitting opposite to the victim at the same table was a young lady, whom I guessed to be an Englishwoman.
So the truth comes out.
I immediately sealed off the restaurant and reported the incident to the bureau. It was then that I received some special orders. Oh, what kind of cover-up is going on? Like, jeez. Special orders? You mean to say remove the Englishwoman from the scene at once? But why? Just Item in the back, just sleeping. I wish that was me. It was made clear that the Englishwoman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed. But why? Those were my orders. But what if this Englishwoman was the killer? I think it would be in everyone's best interest not to pursue that idea. I read that as vampire. I mixed up empire and views together.
Well, yeah.
The empire views the friendly terms of its relationship with British more highly than anything at the moment.
It's alright, just keep going.
And, pop up on our screen. Hang on. Boop. Okay. An Englishman has been murdered on our soil. To name an Englishwoman as the primary suspect, well, without irrefutable evidence, that would be completely out of the question.
So that's the reason for the disappearance of the Phantom Woman in this case.
But it's not right. Does he mean, like, not right in that's just plain incorrect, or is it just, like, that's something that is, like, wrong to do, I guess?
Yes. One possibility does spring to mind.
What do you mean, Kazuma?
Yume University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain. And I'm fairly certain that one of them, studying in the medical faculty's research laboratory, is a young English woman.
What? These guys are just cowering in the background. You're a shrewd man. I can see why you're the chosen candidate for the overseas study tour. You mean when I removed the woman from the scene of the crime, I thought it prudent to check her identity first.
Then the court demands that you name the lady in question at once, Inspector.
Push up glasses. The Englishwoman sitting at the university professor's table was a certain Miss... How do I pronounce that?
Giselle Brett?
Giselle?
Giselle Brett?
I'm just gonna call her Giselle.
Okay.
Because it's easier. Brett. She is indeed a foreign student studying in the research laboratory of Yume University's medical facility. I'm just stumbling all over today.
What is happening here? Oh no, I was late with that line read.
I admit that under orders from the police bureau, I erased all evidence of this lady's presence at the scene, and ordered these witnesses to make no mention of her in their testimonies. Bow. It must now be up to Your Excellency to decide how to deal with this situation. Thunk.
Slam. Very well. My thoughts on the matter are as follows. Thus far, the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particularly critical premise. Namely, that the victim was dining alone. However, as we have now discovered that this premise is false, it would be a desecration of our justice system to ignore the truth and give a ruling at this point.
But, Your Excellency, that would mean missing the noon deadline of a ruling in order to send the telegraphic report to Great Britain. Our own government will surely be very displeased by such actions.
Oof.
Calm yourself, counsel. I will not allow the government of our country or any other to influence the proceedings of my courtroom.
Ooh.
Inspector Hosonaga.
Yes, sir.
You will locate this Giselle Brett and escort her to the courtroom with the utmost urgency.
At once, Your Excellency.
But that means you'll be going against the special orders you were given from the police bureau.
As I said before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawlessly. So it won't be a problem? Oh jeez. Oh gosh, is he dying? Nothing will get in my way. Why is he coughing up blood? Thunk.
Court will adjourn briefly. The prosecution must call the English student Giselle Brett to the witness stand. Do I make myself clear?
Yes.
Bow.
Your Excellency!
Good. Then we will have a 30-minute recess before reconvening.
I want to go to recess. That sounds fun. Thunk. To be continued. Dun dun dun.
Oh wow, so we made it to the end of the first part of this case. Very nice. Time to give the sign off.
Okay. We're 10 minutes in. I think we're gonna start on this. Okay, save your current progress. Yes. Let's save over... Jeez.
This is why I just said to save over the first one over and over again.
Yeah. Let's go with this one. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Heck.
Oh, that's how many save slots there are. No idea why, but...
That's a lot. Okay.
Okay.
Back. 22nd November, 11:38 a.m. Supreme Court of
Of Judy.
Of Judy. Defendants...
Antechamber.
Antechamber. Yeah, I almost had
Number
it.
5. Yeah.
I almost had it.
Excellent work, Ryunosuke. That was superb.
Ugh. My heart was in my mouth the entire time.
Ooh, that doesn't seem good from a medical standpoint. You should get that looked at.
You really should.
It was almost unbelievable. I mean, looking at you in there. You were drenched in sweat, your eyes popping, your knees knocking, and you were grinding your teeth.
Mom's spaghetti.
It was a grim sight, but before I knew it, you'd started finding inconsistencies in the testimonies.
Maybe I'm a lawyer after all.
I think you might have a natural talent for being a lawyer.
I don't think so, though.
I mean, you can't summon wind wherever you go, so I don't think you have it in you.
Forget it, it's terrifying. If I get through this, I don't ever want to see the inside of a courtroom again.
Anyway, looks like we've exposed your Phantom Lady at last. Miss Giselle Brett, a student from Great Britain, is she?
That's what I was trying to tell everyone from the start. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone. There was a young woman with him, like I've been saying all along.
Yes, you have, haven't you?
I might not be overly confident in the courtroom, but my powers of observation are one thing I am sure of.
You're really embodying Ryunosuke right now.
I am.
Yes, I can see that. So, about this young gentlewoman. Thanks to our detective friend, she was hastily escorted away from the scene, it seems. Did you see what happened with that?
No, I didn't see any of it.
So much for your powers of observation.
Right. I was just on my way out of the restaurant myself, and on the floor next to Dr. Wilson's table, I noticed there was a gun lying on the floor. And just after I bent down and picked it up, bang! I didn't have the time to think about where the sound of the gunshot had come from. The waiter ran over to me looking as white as a sheet. And he bundled me in some sort of small pantry next to the kitchen. He just stuffed me in a pantry.
Get in the closet! Don't eat the food!
Oh.
Fast thinking by the detective. He apprehended his suspect without a moment's delay.
Yes, and because I was shut in the pantry, I have no idea what happened outside in the dining area.
Ah, there you are. Well done, both of you. I've completely forgotten what voice I gave this guy.
It was like a, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Professor Mikotoa. Well, seems I was right. The pair of you make an outstanding team. You've exceeded my expectations, I have to say. This is not at all the same voice, but I don't care.
It's kind of close. It's kind of close.
Yes, it seems you planned this from the start. You arranged things so that I wouldn't have to act as a lawyer in this trial. Our modern country is still in its infancy, our justice system even more so. Which is why I firmly believe that we need to send our brightest young stars overseas to learn all they can. I wanted to avoid a situation that may have resulted in your study tour to Great Britain being cancelled. Well, it makes no difference. Lawyer or otherwise, if I'm the kind of man who can't help his best friend avert the worst crisis of his life, I shouldn't waste everyone's time by going to study overseas anyway.
What? What are you saying, Kazuma?
So that's your stance. I was afraid you'd feel that way.
Kazuma!
Well then, looks like it all comes down to you, young man.
To me?
Yes, you need to prove your innocence and uncover what really took place in that restaurant. I must say, I very much want to know the truth.
Yeah, I do too.
After all, I have a personal connection to this case.
Oh, really? Come to think of it, he said the same thing earlier this morning, didn't he? If you don't mind me asking, Professor, did you know the victim?
Yes, I did. As you're probably aware, Dr. John H. Wilson was a visiting professor at UMA. And it was I who invited him.
Oh, I see.
I didn't know that before. Anyway, you're about to go into battle.
Oh, jeez.
The victim was a university professor from Great Britain. And a well-known one at that.
Oof.
Naturally, our government is looking to identify and punish the culprit as quickly as possible. But let's not forget who we're going up against. The gentlewoman whose involvement our police bureau went to extraordinary lengths to hide.
Yeah, why did they do that? I know, but like, why?
Yes, and I'm sure the prosecution will use every tool at their disposal to quash your case. But I've no doubt that you pair will put up a good fight, right to the last. Best of luck.
Thank you. Yeah.
Now then,
Oh yeah, it's that girl.
I need you to run an errand at the university at once. There's something I think we may need.
Of course. I don't know what voice I'm giving her. Good luck, Kazuma-sama.
Oh wow. Lots of respect there.
Lots of respect.
Defendant Naruhodo! Court recess is over. Please make your way back inside the courtroom at once, you filthy murderer. It's time. Let's get back to it, partner.
Yeah, I feel like that destroyed your throat.
Little bit. Let's go in there and deal a decisive blow before those old fossils know what hit them.
Kazuma?
No, I will not be using the sword. What?
Thank you. Really.
What for?
Well, if you hadn't said you believed me, then I'm fairly sure I'd already been found guilty by now.
Look, I have faith in you.
I don't.
As a lawyer and as a friend.
Coming from you, that means a lot. Are we gonna have backstory? If I'm found guilty in this trial, he's really going to give up on his dream of studying abroad. That's the kind of true friend he is. So this isn't just my battle anymore. Whoever we're up against, we absolutely cannot afford to lose. Alright then. I'll save the thank yous for after the trial.
You can treat me to one of those sukiyaki meals I like from Yume Cafeteria on University Street. With an extra large portion, of course.
Yeah! Food's the best.
Yes.
Food is the best! 22nd November, 12:09 p.m. Supreme Court of Judy, Courtroom 2.
We're late, officially.
Oof.
It's alright, maybe they'll let us turn it in late for a reduced grade. The court hereby resumes the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Prosecutor Aochi, have you managed to subpoena the witness?
Yes, Your Excellency. Against all odds. And thanks to a certain young stripling.
Stripling?
Stripling? I hate this guy's English. It's too nice.
The prosecution is now under rather painful scrutiny from the government.
Sorry.
Let the government scrutinize. That's their job. It's nothing to worry about.
It's highly unlikely that the good relations we forged with Great Britain will emerge from this trial unscathed. Will you still think it's nothing to worry about when the new treaty breaks down and our nation founders?
Founders.
I think that's supposed to be flounders.
Okay. Again. Terribly sorry.
Maybe that is supposed to be flounders and it's a typo, or maybe I just once again exposed that this annoying man has better English than me.
Yep.
If the friendship between our nations is really so fragile, then the treaty isn't worth the paper it's written on.
Yeah.
You really have nothing to worry about, Ryunosuke.
What do you mean?
A secret trial, anxiety over some foreign government's opinions, a bungled investigation, missing witnesses. Is that what our nation's justice system is? Is this the Supreme Court of Japan or of England?
Shut up, you jumped up rookie boy.
What does that even mean?
You and your friend know nothing of the situation our nation finds itself in. By aligning ourselves with a great world power, we'll become strong. Diplomacy has never been more critical. Steady political maneuvering is what will secure our futures.
I won't deny that I'm no expert. I'm just a student, and no one who could arguably study harder too. But standing here right now in our Supreme Court, there is one thing that I feel very strongly. A country that fails to uphold the truth in its justice system is a country with no future at all. Yeah!
Ooh.
I've been impressed.
Well said, Ryunosuke, despite the wide-eyed look of terror.
You didn't have to point it out.
You little brats! I missed the line read on that one again!
Thunk.
Why, Ren?
I missed the thunk.
Thank you, Council. This court is the pinnacle of our nation's justice system, and exists solely for the pursuance of truth. With that in mind, this trial will now resume, with the next witness taking the stand. The visiting student from Great Britain, Miss Jezail Brett. I really hope I'm saying that name right.
Yes. Your Excellency!
Oh, my ears.
Oh, I am sorry for everyone who listened to that. Jeez.
I'm
Okay.
sitting right next to you. My ears.
You know what? I'm sitting out the next couple of minutes. You can read his lines for a bit if you want.
Jeez. Hello. I don't even know where to begin. How do I do his voice? Jeez.
Well, what a delight it is to welcome such a fine gentlewoman to Japan, and from such a distant land.
Is that kind of close? Tea. Someone bring. I can't do this.
Alright, fine, I'll have mercy. Since you won't have mercy on my vocal cords.
Sorry.
Tea. Bring English tea. In England, no discussion takes place without tea.
I feel like that's a stereotype, and I don't know if that's offensive or not.
That is a stereotype, and it is offensive, and it is true.
I mean, I do like myself some tea, but I'm not from Britain. Is that true?
No idea.
So, could we possibly trouble you to state your name and occupation for the court?
Ouchie, you simp!
Of course. My name is Satoru. Satoru Hosonaga. I have been working undercover as the head waiter.
Yes, we know all about you already.
Inspector Hosonaga, where are your manners? In England, it's always ladies first.
Oof. Is that true?
No idea. More importantly, a little earlier today, you said something to me. You said your powers of observation are the one thing you're sure of.
Oh, yes. I think I did, didn't I? That was literally like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. Yet your description for this amazing sight was simply a woman.
Yeah, she's a little, out there, I guess.
Sorry, Ryunosuke, but powers of observation aside, your powers of description are sorely lacking.
The wind disappeared on his headband again. I love it.
It goes with the disappointment.
Guilty.
So, dear lady, once again, if we may trouble you for your name and occupation, please.
Simp!
Okay. How do I voice her? Jeez. She refuses to show her face.
She speaks in cursive.
I can't read.
The most
any.
obnoxious person I've met so far.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, out of all these people so far, she... Okay.
I'm terribly sorry, dear lady, but... What?
Is this how they're conveying when they're speaking in English? Don't even...
The lady says her name is Giselle Brett. She comes from London, England. She's a visiting research student currently enrolled in Yume University's medical facility. Faculty.
Oh my, what a rare treat to hear the dulcet tones of a delightful language of the British people.
Okay, that is just not true.
I'm afraid I don't understand a word you said, but it was as beautiful as a hummingbird's song.
She's studying abroad in Japan and doesn't know how to speak even a little bit of conversational Japanese.
That seems... yeah.
Okay. As far as I can tell, the detective is translating her words faithfully enough.
Okay, I'll have to take your word for it. Yes, I agree.
You understood any of that?
You'll obviously do fine in England, Kazuma. Her English doesn't rattle you at all, does it?
That is not English. Nor you. You've clearly been paying attention in your English classes, Ryunosuke.
Thunk.
The court thanks the beautiful lady for taking the stand. Not you two, Judge.
Well, I mean, it's been all guys in this courtroom so far, so...
Except for one mystery lady.
Yep.
Now, if we may trouble you to confirm something, Miss Brett. You're the judge, just tell her what to do.
Yep.
3 days ago at the restaurant called La Carnaval, a grim murder took place. The court has been led to believe that you were dining there with the victim, Dr. Wilson, at the time. Is that correct?
I don't know what I'm doing.
They're just speaking in Earthbound speak. It's fine.
She says yes. This could take some time.
Ah, jeez. So even though she's studying here in Japan, she can't speak any Japanese. Exactly!
Yeah.
Thank you, Kazuma.
Like, I haven't even taken any lessons, but I was able to pick up some Japanese from the anime I watch.
Yeah, and if you're going to a place with a different language, you need to be at least, like, vaguely conversational.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing for this. She'd like to apologize for disappearing from the scene. She says that she was due to make a presentation at the university, so she had to leave immediately. Completely in English, of course. Because she can't speak Japanese.
Of course. Interesting, when you're the one who engineered her escape.
I was just following special orders from the Bureau.
Oh, well now, dear lady, would you be so kind as to cast your eyes over this photographic print? Seeing as you were so unfortunately present at the scene of the crime, could it be that your resplendent eyes caught sight of the wicked perpetrator, perhaps?
You can't see this, but I'm cringing so hard right now. Apparently it was a very frightening and sorrowful sight.
Do you mean to say?
Yes, it would appear the lady did witness the crime. It sounded like I said didn't, but I said did. The very moment when the accused, standing right there in this courtroom, shot the victim in cold blood. Oh, that's not good for me.
That is not good for you. However, I think that means we basically know who did it now.
Yeah.
Order! Order in the court.
Did you hear that, Your Excellency? Here we have an absolutely conclusive witness statement. Yeah, finally.
Yeah. Jeez, don't...
Well, looks like it's clear now. Clear who our real enemy is.
Yep. Thunk.
Unfortunately, I will have to ask you to formally testify, if you please.
No! Do not feel bad for that.
Oh, jeez.
Kindly tell the court the exact nature of this frightening and sorrowful sight you described.
There's going to be some, what is it called? Mistranslation or loss of translation?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that. Yes. Witness testimony. A frightening and sorrowful sight.
Jeez, they're laying it on thick.
Whisper, whisper, whisper. I had arranged to meet for a slightly late luncheon?
Luncheon.
Luncheon, okay. With Dr. Wilson that day. The professor wasn't able to eat, so I ordered for myself only a beef steak. More whispering. After a while, the accused came over to greet the professor, and they got into a fierce argument. An argument. Then, not long afterwards, the accused took out the professor's gun and shot him right before my eyes. Wait, how would he know that he had a gun on him then?
Yeah, that's something that needs clarification.
Yeah. Whisper, whisper, nod, nod. I don't carry a gun myself, so obviously I couldn't have been the culprit. See, if she was American, then, you know, she probably would have carried a gun. Yes! No, I didn't have any kind of argument with the professor at all. Plus, the other two witnesses hadn't said that there had been an argument, which you would think would be important.
Yeah.
Objection!
Quiet, you filthy wretch! Look at you, you black-hearted blackguard. What?
I'm so confused.
And look at this Snow White
Angel, oh, for the love of all that is good, ouchie, go and touch grass.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sure even a dark-minded scoundrel like you can imagine whose words the court is going to believe.
She's
Yeah.
literally wearing a swan on her head. How believable is she really?
I don't know.
You're still making the same mistakes, Ryunosuke. You mustn't blurt out when you're goaded like that. That's a lesson you need to learn.
But he's so annoying!
Yeah, you're telling me.
Of course, I was at the scene as well. I took statements from this lady and the two witnesses who testified before, and reported back to the Bureau. It was decided that Miss Brett was not involved, so I let her go.
The testimonies of the last two witnesses were completely worthless, however.
Yep. Well, even so. On the day in question, the lady was wearing the same outfit as she is today. She's wearing the same... Oh, okay. As you can see, there is nowhere about her person where she could conceal a firearm.
Maybe her giant friggin' hat!
Yeah, her giant hat, the feather thing in the back. I think she would hide a gun almost anywhere in her outfit if she wanted to. Yeah?
Unless and until the precise location where the witness is to have hidden a weapon can be shown, this is moot.
There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. Girl pockets, to be real, are the worst. But with that outfit, there's gotta be something. Those are the witness's own words on the matter. Ugh, that's ridiculous. If only I was allowed to lift up her dress, I could prove it. Good thing you didn't say that out loud.
Yeah. Don't think about doing anything rash, Ryunosuke.
But I didn't fire the gun I picked up. There must have been another gun there that day.
You're right about that, which means this lady was hiding a gun somewhere. Yes, that's what we have to prove now. And to do so, we will need to pull her testimony apart.
Smirk. Thunk.
The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
Oh, yes, Your Excellency. I kind of stumbled over my word there. Okay, cross-examination time. Let's go. Frightening and sorrowful sight. I had arranged to meet for a slightly late luncheon with Dr. Wilson that day. The professor was unable to eat, so I ordered for myself only a beef steak. After a while, the accused came over to greet the professor, and they got into a fierce argument. I gotta press on that. Which one is it?
Yes!
Yes! I never got into an argument with the professor. All I did when I noticed him was go over and say hello. Please don't get angry with me. No, I wasn't directing that retort at you. It was meant for the lady next to you. But anyway, as I said, I did not argue with the professor. I'm afraid your words are in vain. Sorry? Miss Brett did not appear to speak Japanese.
Then why is she here?
Yep.
No, of course not. Japanese is such a cumbersome language anyway. English is the future. We must all speak English.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, geez.
Oh, that hurt. That hurt.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Do, 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 do. Okay, we have to take a moment there. Okay.
I wonder if the prosecution will feel that way forever, or only in the presence of a beautiful woman,
Yes. Well, that beautiful woman is telling blatant lies with a completely straight face. I have to find something that will unravel her testimony, no matter how seemingly insignificant it may be. Anyway, it seems that after the argument, the accused briefly returned to his own seat.
That part ties in with what you said, doesn't it?
Yes, I still had some coffee to drink. I prefer tea.
And the next time you got up after that was when,
was when I finished my coffee and stood up to leave. I don't know if I was doing it before. Obviously, I'm gonna have to press on everything here, but that was the one I was, like, most sure of because the previous people didn't say anything about an argument.
Right.
Let's just press on this line. Let's just press on everything. Let's
Yes!
go. Yes.
That is the Ace Attorney way.
After 2 p.m., in fact, that's really quite a late lunch, isn't it?
Objection!
You don't keep up with the latest fashions from Great Britain, do you? Late luncheons are en vogue, isn't that right?
I have no idea about that. No. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Good job.
Mm,
Get wrecked, Ouchie. A decisive English no has quite a sting to it.
The gentlewoman is currently working in the victim's research laboratory, it seems. So it was apparently a daily occurrence that they would lunch together.
But on the day in question, the victim had another appointment at the clinic first.
Yes, which we can prove from the medical report card that was submitted as evidence earlier. That's right. Miss Brett and the victim went to lunch following the victim's treatment, which is why it was so late.
Yes, that all makes perfect sense.
Such wonderful logic. What a shining example of English intelligence this fine gentlewoman is. Ouchie. Cease. So you both arrived at the restaurant. What happened next?
Alright, we're back to this. A beef stick. Let's go ahead.
Yes!
Like I said, I did not shoot that gun.
And like I said, there's no point in repeating that assertion over and over.
Well, I wasn't expecting to be attacked by my own side.
Nevertheless, defendant, you can't deny that when the shot rang out in the restaurant, you had a gun in your hand.
Though I think he would have known if he had accidentally shot the gun, because backfire is pretty rough.
Well, yeah, but they're obviously assuming he's lying.
Yeah. Well, yes, that's true, but well, all I did was pick up the gun I saw on the floor next to the professor as I was leaving the restaurant. In fact, yes, there was someone much closer to the victim than me at the time.
Objection!
That will do, you dirty, rotten scoundrel!
Oof.
I cannot wait for this guy to be gone.
Yeah. Dirty.
Frivolous accusations could very well cause an international incident, boy!
It seems to me that your accusation is just as baseless as ours.
What nonsense!
Oh yeah, that's me. The lady is merely stating what she saw. She's smiling. That is already an international incident as far as I'm concerned, anyway. Yeah, I mean, gotta press on everything.
Yes!
Yes! It's all very well saying that, but can you prove it? Absolutely, I verified it personally. You verified it? Yes, immediately after the incident. I checked to make sure the lady was not carrying a weapon. I distinctly remember her saying, "I'm not." Is that all you did? That's all you did? You just asked her?
Surely you carried out a physical search, Inspector.
No. Why on earth not?
The Honorable English gentlewoman clearly stated that she did not possess a weapon. There was obviously no need for any further probing into the matter.
Of course, of course.
This is a court of simps.
Yep.
Or there was no permission given for any further probing into the matter, perhaps.
Think what you will. But if you're going to continue with this preposterous claim that the refined lady was concealing a firearm, then the prosecution demands that you support your assertion with facts.
In other words, he wants evidence.
The lady wishes to point out that, of course, she wanted to stay and assist with the investigation. But she was in a hurry to give a presentation at the university, so she was compelled to leave.
Not to mention the fact that your office had told you to get the woman out of there.
Not get her out of there. I just urged her to leave. The lady would like to point out that she is in no way meant to run away from the scene of the crime. Which is why she is only too happy to cooperate and testify here in court today, of course.
Unlike a certain student who refuses to admit when the game is up.
I like us falling asleep.
My voice hates me.
You could at least have the courtesy to pay attention when I'm goading you.
So she's maintaining that you got into an argument with the professor, at the end of which you shot him.
Which is an out-and-out, totally unfounded lie.
Still, her statement is very compelling. After all, she's an elegant, refined, young, and beautiful gentlewoman from Great Britain. In stark contrast to you, dressed from head to toe in a dull black school uniform.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm dressed exactly the same way as you are, except for the flapping red ribbons.
Yeah, and the sword.
Yeah, and the sword.
No one comments on the sword. Well, anyway, this is our only chance to expose her testimony as the fiction that it is. If we can't do that, the trial's over. Even you, with your thick skin, must be able to feel the murderous looks you're getting from all around the room.
Yeah, only too well. I feel half dead already. And the fact that I can't see a single inconsistency in her testimony isn't making me feel any better.
Okay, I can think of at least two.
Yes.
The first thing to do is press her on any of her statements that seem even slightly off to you.
I only have one left, though, right?
Do that, and an opening will present itself, I promise you.
Like one or two. You need to expose the true face of the exotic foreigner that's hiding behind the mask. That's why I should be aiming for this cross-examination. Okay.
so you saw that one.
So that one... I need to press her on this.
Yes!
Yes! He was unable to eat, you say? And that was because he'd just had a tooth removed at a Hota clinic, correct? That's right. You're supposed to actually check with the witness before answering.
Was Miss Brett aware of that fact?
It seems so, yes. She heard that the professor was to have some dental treatment. So that would mean that it was you who ate the steak pictured here. Is that right, Miss Brent? Miss Brett? Yeah. That's right, yes. The print you have there shows the table exactly as was left after the horrifying events. Exactly as it was left.
Dear me, what a harrowing experience. To have traveled to a distant land on the far side of the world and be embroiled in such a tragic incident. Have no fear, my dear lady. I swear I will crush the evil fiend that has subjected you to this terrible plight.
Ouchie is radiating Discord mod energy right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So the victim, Dr. Wilson, had nothing to eat or drink at all.
That's right. Other than some carbonated water. Just water? Yes, the professor was unable to eat, but he had been given permission to drink water. We know this, Ryunosuke. So it appears that the diners toasted their lunch with a glass of water each. Each raised a glass of carbonated water. I mean, it's gotta be meaningful in some way, right?
Probably.
Probably. But this seems like a good time to cut it off for now, right?
Yeah, probably. Oh, actually, just hit that real quick.
Okay, it's meaningful. That last statement of yours, Miss Brett, has a profound bearing on this case.
Well, well, how fascinating. Do tell us, what is this profound bearing,
The significance of the statement will become apparent when the time is right.
Of course.
The defense calls for the witness's last statement to be formally added to the testimony.
Well sidestepped, counsel.
Very well, Miss Brett. Kindly repeat what you just said to be added to your official testimony.
Gladly, she said. Okay. That was brilliant, Kazuma. I'm going to remember that one.
Which one?
The significance will become apparent when the time is right. I could really use that phrase.
I'd hope there are some more useful tips you're picking up from this experience than that, Ryunosuke.
Alright.
Alright, now is probably a good time to call it since we're back here.
Alright. Thank you everyone for watching. I guess it's time for us to go for now. Would you like to say goodbye?
Ouchie is a simp and I hate his guts.
Yep. Alright, this is your friend Ren signing out. See you next time, guys.